Footage from CTV News on the tarmac shows several passengers greeted by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau with a hug, though everyone in the footage is wearing a mask. They did not take any questions. Spavor and Clervig were detained on espionage charges since December of 2018. The men arrived in Canada just one day after a British Columbian court dropped the extradition case against Hue executive Meng Wanzhou over fraud and conspiracy charges related to American sanctions against Iraq. The detainment of the two Canadians has largely been seen as retaliation for Meng's arrest, though China has repeatedly denied any connection between the men and Meng. Germany's finance minister says he wants to build a stronger Europe in the wake of Razor's election victory. Now he just has to form a government. Olaf Scholz is in pole position to be the next German chancellor after his center-left Social Democratic Party won a quarter of Sunday's votes. He says his top priority would be a stronger and more sovereign EU, which would closely work with the United States. He'll need to build a coalition to get there. And while talk is underway, it will take months to form a government, at a time when Germany is still trying to rebuild its economy. Thousands of Haitian immigrants who hope to reach the United States cross several countries in South and Central America. Here we see a group of migrants trekking through Honduras. So far in 2021, Honduras has registered nearly 11,000 foreign immigrants, 10% of them being minors. This according to a press release from Honduran government earlier this month. The head of Honduras Directorate of Children, Adolescents, and Families says most foreign migrants the country receives are Haitian. They make up 48% of migrants. He added that 40% of them are from Cuba. The rest are from Nicaragua, Venezuela, Brazil, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. And now here's what's happening around the nation. Infamous singer R. Kelly convicted on several charges of sex trafficking and racketeering. The jury made up of 7 men and 5 women made their decision after a month of testimony and evidence. The prosecution brought more than 40 witnesses to the stand in the trial in Brooklyn, New York. The witnesses included former employees, former living girlfriends, and others. Prosecutors said Kelly had physically and sexually abused women and girls. One key detail of the case involved Kelly's marriages to the late singer Aaliyah. Prosecutors alleged a member of Kelly's enterprise bribed a local official to create a fake ID so the marriage could happen when Kelly was 27 and the unnamed girl was 15. A source confirmed to CNN that Aaliyah was the girl referenced in the court documents. The prosecution framed Kelly as the leader of a criminal enterprise with the help of his associates to recruit young women and girls to engage in sexual activity. The defense described the charges as overreaching and that many of the relationships were consensual. Kelly's defense team called a handful of witnesses to the stand who say they never saw abuse by Kelly. The R&B singer previously addressed the accusations after numerous women came forward in the documentary Surviving R. Kelly. The stretch of track where AMTRAK train derailed in Montana Saturday has been recently inspected. BNSF Railway is the company that operates the track. It says a routine safety inspection was conducted just 2 days before the deadly accident. 3 people were killed when 8 of the 10 cars on Amtrak's Empire Builder train derailed. 7 others are still hospitalized. There were a total of 141 passengers and 17 crew on the train. More than a dozen National Transport Safety Board investigators are involved in the scene near Joplin, Montana, working to determine what happened. The White House is taking a new step to protect the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program. Monday, the Department of Homeland Security shared that it is beginning to process to place the policy in the Federal Register. DACA was originally implemented through a Homeland Security memo. This move would recreate the program through formal regulation. DHS will publish the purpose rule Tuesday. The public will then have the chance to comment on it for 60 days. DACA protects undocumented immigrants brought to the U.S. as children, often known as dreamers, from deportation. It also gives them certain work authorizations. The 2012 program has been the subject of ongoing litigations by those hoping to end it. And now over to sports.
Good evening and welcome to PS Sports. I'm Charlyn Garcia. It's not every day you see a field goal attempt turn into a touchdown for the opposing team. That's just what happened in the Cardinals-Jaguars matchup this weekend. With just 2 seconds remaining in the first half, Cardinals kicker Matt Proctor fell short on a whopping 68-yard attempt. Jamal Agnew, of the Jaguars waiting in the end zone for a potential failed attempt, picked up the short kick and returned it 109 yards for the touchdown. The touchdown helped create a 13-point third quarter for the Jags, but it wasn't enough as they fell into the Cardinals 31-19. The United States golf team is your 2021 RYDER Cup champion. The post-tournament celebrations were fitting for one of the most dominant performances in RYDER Cup history. United States captain Steve Stricker assembled the strongest team in RYDER Cup history, including such names as Bryson DeChambeau, and Jordan Rookies like Harrison English played their roles too, contributing to a final 19-9 win for the boys in red, white, and blue. Now for a quick look at what's happening in the sports world near you. Friday night lights are back, beaming over the gridirons of high schools across the North Country. The MORIAH Vikings are making a case for the strongest team in the CVAC this year, if not the entire state. In a matchup with the Saranac Lake this weekend, the Vikings ran for 369 yards en route to a 52-14 victory. Lead soccer for the Vikings, Riley Damaris, says this team was able to use their speed and blocking skills to out the Red Storm. The Vikings are set to visit Peru Central School this Friday at 7:30 in the evening. That is all for sports. Now back to the desk with Marcel.
Thanks. Now on to our 5-day forecast.
Thank you, Marcel. I'm back. I'm now your PS News meteorologist, Charlyn Garcia. All right, starting off with Tuesday, we'll have a mostly cloudy day with a high of 61. Going on to Wednesday, we'll have a partly cloudy day, dropping down to 56. Moving on to Thursday, we'll have, again, a partly cloudy day, but now with 59 degrees. And just raising the temperature just a little bit going on to Friday, the weather will stay the same at partly cloudy with a high of 60. And finally, going on to Saturday, we'll have a mostly cloudy day with a high of 59. That is all for weather. I'm Charlyn Garcia.
Thank you. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for tonight. Whether you're watching from home or on the go, you can find PS News on Plattsburgh State TV YouTube page and social media at Plattsburgh State TV. Have a good night, Plattsburgh.